This is a demo of a lightning fast mock interview app. It responds pretty fast in real time and even asks follow up questions as well, just like a real interviewer would do. So go to this link mock.feedback. You'll be presented with a bunch of interview topics. I'll show the first topic. Let me click on JavaScript fundamentals. You can click on how does it work. It will tell you that you will get one question at a time and just respond as you would do in a real interview. Based on your answer, the interviewer can ask follow-up questions, and at the end, you will get detailed feedback um, based on your answers. You'll get like question-wise feedback, and that's pretty much it. To get started, press the start button before. So we'll do that, and let's see how it goes.
Hello, I'm Dev, a senior JavaScript developer. It's nice to meet you. How has your day been so far? Are you working on any interesting JavaScript projects right now?
Yeah, my day has been good. Actually, I am showing a demo of something I've built. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how it goes.
That sounds exciting. Best of luck with your demo. Now, let's get started with the interview. This will be a JavaScript interview. I'll ask you a few technical questions to understand your knowledge. Let's start with the first one. What is the difference between let, var, and const?
So in let and var, I can reassign the value at any point of time in my program versus once a value has been assigned to const, it is set in stone. You cannot change it later. So that's the major difference.
That's a good start. Let's dive a bit deeper. How does the scope of let, var, and const differ from each other?
Actually, I don't know about this.
No worries. Let me clarify the concept a bit. Var is function scoped, meaning it is accessible throughout the entire function it is declared in. On the other hand, let and const are block scoped, meaning they are only accessible within the block they are declared. Does this clear up the difference for you?
Yes, this is helpful. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Let's move on to the next question. What is debouncing and why is it used?
So debouncing is a technique which is used to prevent sending traffic spikes to the backend. So for example, let's say there's an e-commerce app, there's a search input bar where the user can search for products. One way of implementing would be sending a API call to the backend on every keystroke pressed. Whereas if we implement debouncing, how it works is after a certain time has passed after the user's last keystroke, then only the search API call will be made. So from user perspective, once the user has done typing, after that the call is being made, and from a system perspective, you prevent a lot of unnecessary calls in the middle. You only make the call when the user has stopped or like done typing.
Exactly. Debouncing helps manage traffic by ensuring that the backend is not overwhelmed by frequent requests. How does debouncing compare to throttling?
So throttling is also used to prevent backend from traffic, but in throttling, the difference is that it defines a certain quota for a certain time unit of time. So, for example, you can make 5 API calls in 1 minute. So, if you make more than that, the remaining calls are not processed. You get a throttled error, and you need to wait for that time window to clear out before making more API calls.
Well explained. Throttling ensures a consistent execution rate over time. Let's move on to the last question. Could you explain closures in JavaScript?
Sure. So closures are used for data encapsulation. Let's say I want to define a variable, but I don't want to make that variable accessible to all other things in the program. So I will wrap it in a closure such that only the variables and functions inside that closure have access to that variable. So um, for anyone outside, they don't know the variable exists, they only care about whatever the functionalities are being exposed.
That's a great explanation. Closures in JavaScript indeed facilitate data encapsulation and help manage private variables. Thank you for your answers today. This concludes our interview. I appreciate your time and your thoughtful responses. Have a great day.
Awesome, thank you. All right, bye bye. Okay, so we can see that the session has been ended, and you see that it will take some time to get your results. There's a lot of processing being going on in the background, so it might take 1 to 2 minutes. You can like take a break on this screen, and whenever you come back, the results should be ready. You should get question wise feedback. So yeah, we have gotten it. So first question was this, we got evaluation as this, we got some feedback, some things that we have correctly identified, um, versus what are the areas of improvement. Similarly, in the next one, we got a higher rating because our explanation was better, and there's some area of improvement on how you can do it even better. And then similarly for the third question, and then there's an overall summary. So yeah, that's about it. um, Give it a try at Mock.Feedback, and let me know in the comments if this was useful to you. See you in the next one.